Hello everyone. Today we'll be assigned to organize a workshop at the community center. It's going to involve using basic hand tools like drills, saws, and screwdrivers. Since many participants might be beginners, safety is our top priority. So, how do we want to approach this?
Let's start with the layout. We should ensure enough space between each other workstations so people won't too close to each other. So the crowding can lead to accident. So that's why we must to prevent the accident during the workshop.
Yeah, and I think we should to craft a specific zones for different tools because this is can a safety for our to use. For example, the area where people are using saws should be separate from where people are using drills. Clear signage or tip can help distinguish these zones.
Good idea. Also, we need to make sure the emergency exits are easily accessible and nothing is blocking them. Since the center was recently renovated, we should double check everything is up to code. We also need a first aid station set up in a visible spot.
Okay. Let's moving on. Now for the tools, we need to choose ones that are beginner friendly and safe. Cordless drills with automatic shut off features, for example, would be very good. So, what's you all what's your opinion?
Yes, I agree about that. So, for my opinions, we will also need to inspect every tool before the workshop to ensure they are in a good working order. We don't want any broken or faulty equipment causing issue.
Yeah, that's why we should have backup available. If something break during the workshop, we don't want participants to be stuck without working tools. So that why we should have safety gear and guideline.
I totally agree with you all. And we also need to think about safety gear. Each participant should have safety goggles and ear protection. Dust mask might be a good idea too. What do you think?
Okay, before we let anyone use the tools, we should give a safety briefing. We'll explain how to use each tool, how to wear the protective gear properly, and go over the workshop basic safety rules.
That's not all. Let's also put up sign around the workshop reminding, so everyone can keep their safety gear on, and follow the rules.
Yes, fortunately, since some of the participants might be completely new to these tools, we need to make sure there is plenty of supervisions. We should keep the ground size small so we can give more personalized guidance. So, how about your?
That's a good point. But we can start each session with a demonstration of how to use the tools. Then let participants try them out with supervision.
Other than that, we should also station experienced instructor or volunteers at each tool station to provide assistance and make sure participants are using the tools correctly. So,
Yeah, that's why we need to be prepared for emergencies too. So let's make sure we have fully stocked first aid kit on hand, and it should be easy to access when there have a emergency like accident or some other people get hurt during the um at the workstation lah, like that.
Yeah, but I think we should have emergency contact number on display along with a phone ready in case we need to call for helps.
Other than that,
Okay, go ahead.
we are working with anything that might produce sparks or involve flammable material. We should have fire extinguisher on hand and make sure everyone knows where they are.
Okay, good point. So let's going to post workshop procedure. In my opinion, after the workshop, we'll need to inspect and clean the tools. Let's store them properly to prevent accident after the event. What's about yours?
Yeah, I agree with you. But other than that, it would be good to collect feedback from participants about how the workshop event. This will help us to improve to improve for the future.
Okay, now let's use a checklist to ensure all safety procedure are followed before, during, and after the workshop.
Yeah, and we should make sure we comply with any local safety regulation to avoid any legal issue.
Great. It sounds like we've got everything covered. So let's assign tasks and get to work on setting this up. Okay? Let's get on.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.